Pioneer viewers, we continue to bring you the hot developments regarding Russia-Ukraine war. In recent days, important developments have been taking place due to the activity in the front line. The parties continue their mutual attacks, and outside the front line, the agenda of the international politics is also discussing the Russia-Ukraine war. In times of war, military successes must be supported by political successes, otherwise the gains achieved in the field may be lost at the table. Following Russia's invasion attempt, European countries and the US announced their strong support for Ukraine, and throughout the war they tried to provide Ukraine with the equipment it needed to fight with the support packages. Having received Allied support, Ukraine put up a strong resistance against Russia. While all these developments were taking place, in recent days there have been counter-statements from the European states against Russia's aggressive statements. The war process is intensifying both on the ground and the politics. Russia's full-scale invasion attempt against Ukraine has been going on for more than 2 years, and the Ukrainian army, which surprised Russia and thwarted its plans, continues to improve itself. Military experts say that the longer the war drags on, the more Ukraine's advantages increases. As the war continues, interesting developments continue to take place. In the past days, the news that emerged in Russian press had a shock effect. According to the allegations put forward by the Russian press, Germany has made some plans to blow up the Crimean Bridge. The strategically important Crimean Bridge is of great importance for the logistics of the Russian army. Another news on the agenda was the mysterious disappearance of the Russian military jet. There are different claims about the status of the Russian jet that disappeared from the radar. Germany's involvement in the agenda and its involvement in the allegations attracted attention, and the addition of a new one to Russia's increasing aircraft losses in recent days has also been remarkable. Now, if you are ready, let's examine the latest developments together. As the Pioneer, we continue to report on Russia-Ukraine war. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so that you don't miss our daily map reports and reports on the agenda. I also read all your comments on our videos. Please continue to share your ideas about our content in the comments with us. Let's start if you are ready. The Pioneer reports. The claims made by the Russian media in the past days surprised those who heard them. The allegations made by the Russian media said that they contained an audio recording of German generals discussing the possibility of an attack on the Crimean Bridge. Margarita Simonian, editor-in-chief of the Kremlin-run news outlet RT, said that she received the files from the Russian security officials. A transcript of the alleged audio was later published on RT. There was no official confirmation of the audio or its content. The audio recording reportedly lasts about 40 minutes. The conversations are between 4 high-ranking German officials within the Bundeswehr, Germany's armed forces. Allegedly, at least 2 of these 4 commanders are generals. According to reports, the German officers' discussions include talk about the possibility of bombing the Crimean Bridge. The structure, also called the Kerch Strait Bridge or the Kerch Bridge, connects Russia's Krasnodar region to Crimea, a peninsula annexed from Ukraine in 2014. It is therefore of great strategic importance. In the audio recordings, a man identified as a German Air Force commander said that he had thoughts on how the Ukrainian armed forces wanted to destroy the bridge. He also allegedly said that the bridge was not only of military strategic importance, but also of political importance. In the audio recording, he allegedly discussed whether Germany's long-range terrorist missiles would be powerful enough to successfully destroy the bridge. Elsewhere, the officials are also alleged to have discussed the efficiency of the cruise missiles known as the Storm Shadow in the UK and Scalp in France. The Russian media has been in an uproar following the release of the audio recording. Using the audio recordings, the Russian media is worried about the possibility of such a move by Germany, and it is baffled by the prospects of Germany directly participating in the attack on the Russian targets, an action that German officials say would cross a red line with the Kremlin and led to an escalation of the conflict. Russian Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Maria Zakharova and other Kremlin officials also commented on this issue. Zakharova said that they demanded an explanation from Germany. Berlin must provide it immediately, and any attempt to dodge the question will be seen as an admission of guilt. Former Russian President Dmitry Medvedev made important statements on social media. He reacted by saying that our historical enemies, the Germans, have once again become our archenemies. Medvedev, who served as the deputy chairman of the Russian Security Council, also stated that he did not know how to respond diplomatically to these voice recordings. It was stated that the German authorities should make an immediate statement on the issue and the international community should be informed. While political developments increased the tension on the agenda, there was a surprising event on the front. There has been no news for days from the Russian Su-35 fighter jet that disappeared from the radar in the past days. It was determined that the Russian warplane made its last flight near the Russian-occupied city of Donetsk on the northern coast of the Sea of Azov. The Russian warplane, which was last seen in the region, was not found again after it disappeared from the radar. There is also the possibility of the sabotage or the Ukrainian attack on the Russian plane. If the Russian warplane was destroyed as a result of the Ukrainian attack, it will be the 14th Russian warplane destroyed in the last 2 weeks. The General Staff of the Ukrainian Armed Forces says that 345 Russian aircraft have been destroyed since the beginning of the Russian occupation. The increasing successes of the Ukrainian military in shooting down aircraft in recent days shows that the Ukraine's air defenses have become more effective in the third year of the war. The Ukrainian military's strategic offensive plan continues to work successfully, mainly focused on destroying the expensive systems and weapons of the Russian army. The Ukrainian army is successfully achieving this goal, stating that the war is a tough struggle not only in military but also economically. Kiev authorities want to continue their strategy. So, what do you think about the scandalous audio recordings released by the Russian press? Do you think that the Russian press was used as an effective propaganda tool during the war? How might Germany's involvement in the war can change the course of the war? What do you think about the Russian fighter jet that disappeared from the radar? Or how do you assess the combat performance of the Ukrainian army? I care about your opinion. Please share it with us.